Okay, welcome in. I'm now going to be reviewing Tuesday's action from the NHL. There were 3 games on tap. This was the first official North America date when it came to the NHL. We obviously had the 2 games over in Czechia with the Devils and Sabres respectively. So both those squads had already played 2 games respectively before North America kicked underway just last night. So we had 3 games on tap. Seattle played host to the St. Louis Blues. Before I get into the scoring summary and the final and all that other jazz, they officially named their second captain in team history, which they're only 4 years, going on 4 years old, which isn't that old at all. Jordan Eberle was named the captain prior to the start of the season. So as of now, every single team in the NHL has a captain, which they haven't done in a very, very long time. So there's no scoring in the first. Vince Dunn will get the first goal of the season, assisted by Jordan Eberle, who I just mentioned, just 27 seconds into the second period. Eli Tolvanen would increase the lead to 2-0, getting his first goal of the season from Ryan Evans and Borgen, and that goal happened 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So 2 goals in a matter of less than 2 minutes. Jordan Kyrou would cut the deficit to 2-1, getting his first goal of the year, a power play goal from Rob Thomas and Justin Falk, and that goal happened 13 minutes and 42 seconds of that same period. So therefore, there would have been 6 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the frame. Philip Broberg, who was obviously recently acquired, who was acquired over the summertime from the Edmonton Oilers, would get his first goal of the season in his first game. How fitting. Assisted by Falk and Dylan Holloway, another guy that was brought over from the Oilers. And that goal happened 15 minutes and 17 seconds of the second frame. So we're all tied up at 2 at that point. So if there was, that would have been 4 minutes and I think 43 seconds remaining on the clock, or 33 seconds. No, 43 seconds. There we go. So Jordan Kyrou would then strike again, just 20 seconds after Broberg scored. For Kyrou, that would be his second goal of the season, the second goal of the game, assisted by Alex Texier. And that for the Blues would then take a 3-2 lead heading in. That would be the end of that. So a wild second period where there were 5 goals scored, no goals scored in the third period. So despite the fact the Blues trailed 2-0, they were able to get 3 goals in a matter of just under 2 minutes. Alrighty, that takes care of that game. Now we'll take a look and see the other games from Tuesday. So we did have the defending Stanley Cup champions in action, the Florida Panthers. They got to raise their banner to the rafters. How fitting. Not sure why I did a recap, so hopefully I don't get copyright for this. Let's just do this over again. And Game Center. There we go. So this is a very high scoring game. I'm sure if you just saw me scrolling, you definitely saw the final score, but either way, we'll still break down who scored. So Sam Bennett would open up the scoring in the first period, getting his first goal of the season from Evan Rodriguez, 6 minutes and 27 seconds in the opening period. Eetu Lewis-Strinen would score 1 minute and 4 seconds after that, getting his first goal of the season from Lundell and Sam Reinhart, making it 2-0 in favor of the Florida Panthers. Pavel Zacha would strike on a penalty kill, getting his first goal of the season from Elias Lindholm and Peak, cutting the deficit to 2-1. Sam Reinhart would get a shorthanded goal of his own 3 minutes after Zacha scored, getting his first goal of the season from Barkov, and that goal happened with 1 minute and 26 seconds to go in the period. Sam Bennett would strike exactly 1 minute after Reinhart scored. For Bennett, that'd be his second goal of the season, obviously his second goal of the game, assisted by Greer, and that goal happened with 26 seconds to go in the frame. So after 1 period of play, hard to believe, it was 4-1 in favor of the Panthers. In the second, Jonah Gadjevich would get his first goal of the year, increasing the lead to 4-1, assisted by Boqvist and Balkanist, if I pronounced that name correctly, 9 minutes and 12 seconds of the second period. Charlie McAvoy would get his first goal of the season from Beecher and Lindholm, making it 5-2, and that goal happened in 12 minutes and 32 seconds of the second period, or 7 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the frame. So after 2 periods of play, it was 5-2 in favor of the Panthers. Evan Rodriguez would make it 6-2, getting his first goal of the season from Matthew Tkachuk and Aaron Ekblad, 6 minutes and 26 seconds of the third period. Trent Frederick would cut the deficit in half, getting his first goal of the season from Brazeau, making it 6-3, and that goal happened with 3 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the third. David Pastrnak would make things interesting, getting his first goal of the season, a power play goal from Charlie McAvoy, cutting the deficit to 6-4, and that happened with 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining in the period. And unfortunately for the Bruins, they weren't able to mount a comeback, so 6-4 would be the final score. They are 0-1-0, and obviously the Panthers are 1-0-0. All right, we'll take a look at the last game, which happened in Salt Lake City as the Utah Hockey Club welcomed their newest franchise to the NHL. So in the first period, Dylan Guenther would open up the scoring, getting the first goal in Utah Hockey Club history, assisted by Kesterling and Logan Cooley, 4 minutes and 56 seconds of the opening frame. Captain Clayton Keller would get his first goal of the year from Schmaltz and Hayton, 13 minutes and 35 seconds of that same period, or 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining on the clock. So it's 2-0 in favor of the Hockey Club, which sounds so weird to say after 20 minutes of play. In the second period, Barrett Hayton would increase the lead to 3-0, getting his first goal of the year from Sergachev and Nick Schmaltz, who had his second assist on that score. And that goal happened 8 minutes and 46 seconds of the second period. Teuvo Teravainen would finally get the Blackhawks on the board, getting his first goal of the season from Connor Bedard and Seth Jones, making it 3-1, and that goal happened 14 minutes and 27 seconds of the second period, or 5 minutes and 33 seconds were remaining on the clock. So heading into the third period, it was 3-1 in favor of Utah. Captain Nick Foligno would get his first goal of the year from Vlasic and Bedard, who got his second assist in this game, cutting the deficit to 3-2, 4 minutes and 48 seconds of the third period. Late in the third, Dylan Guenther would strike again, getting his second goal of the game. Chicago did pull their goalie, so it would be an empty net goal, assisted by Cooley, his second assist, and Sean Durzi. And that goal happened with 42 seconds remaining on the clock. Lawson Crouse would get a tip-in goal very late, just 20 seconds after Guenther scored. For Crouse, that'd be his first goal of the year, assisted by Ian Cole, making it 5-2 with 22 seconds to go in the game. And that's where we would stand at the end of regulation. So Utah not only got their first game, but they won as well. 5-2, they're obviously 1-0-0 on the season, while the Blackhawks are 0-1-0. Alrighty, that takes care of Tuesday's recap from the NHL season. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. Until next time, and as always, take care.